In this video, we're going to color some doodles. Welcome back to my Starhood show. In the previous video, I showed you how to make a color wheel and to get you more familiar with colors and getting into the mixing paint mode, and as well as just learning more about colors and enjoying just using them. I thought this would be a great idea to start coloring some doodles. This exercise is actually very great for practicing patience and refocusing. So especially in these days, if you have difficulty with just focusing, grab some paint and start painting something. Relax a little bit. Just watching colors is going to be very relaxing. So let's get started and I will explain more. So what I have here is I'm just mixing some paint. I was thinking organic earthy tones for this doodle. I'm using a flat brush, and as you see I'm using the flat side of it to kind of move the paint around. I find the flat brush the most useful brush so far in terms of see how I can make very clear lines and clean movement. Doodles are these non-representational, more abstract drawings. I have decided to make bunch of them and start coloring them because it's very relaxing, and for the purpose of learning more about colors, this is a great exercise because it allows you to keep mixing more paint and improve your decision making. These going to be your own choices. You can color them with whichever colors that you like, and that will be the time you will realize your palette is quite extensive or very limited to only a few colors that you probably are wearing them this very moment. So what I had in mind for this earthy tones, but also having a very smooth transition from green to maybe pink. Let me show you on the color wheel. The colors that are opposite from each other are complementary colors. So I'm mixing kind of something between these two colors, and I'm trying to have a very gradual transition into this kind of pink. And if you mix both of those complementary colors, any complementary color, with each other, you will be getting a neutral color, and that will be gray. Now as you see, I'm not coloring all the edges. I'm going to leave the edges for the end, and I will do those with a finer brush, much smaller brush for that. Okay, I'm going to mix some pink here. As you see, I have put the painting tape around my drawing here so I can get very nice clean edges when this is dry. You can try that as well if you want. Adding white, just pure white, very gradually to the same color that I have already applied. Very smoothly. I'm just going to blend them right on my sheet here. If it's too hard to move the paint around, just add a tiny bit of water, and then you can actually move the paint around. If you don't have acrylic paint, you can still do this exercise with watercolors or markers or colored pencils. This drawing particularly has very fine lines, so it might be easier if you start working on it with pencils or something that is easier to work with and control. So as you see, I'm changing the direction of my brush every once in a while. I don't keep doing the same thing over and over, but I go over everything to smooth it out. You can use your coloring from any part of this, by the way. You don't have to start from the background. The reason why I started from the background was because it's a larger area and it has less details. But at the same time, starting from larger area and just letting my brush loose is easier start than getting right into the details and trying to put a lot of attention, because you need to focus a little bit once you get into all the details. Once it's dry, I will go back and fix all of the other edges. And what I'm going to do right now, I was thinking of giving this a tiny bit of twist. So start with more organic, earthy tones, but then get into more rainbow colors all of a sudden. So add a little bit of energy into this. So I am going to grab a finer brush. It can be a smaller flat brush or even finer brush like this one. And while you have that color on your brush, you can still use it for other places, for other parts that you may want to use that color. So don't wash it off quickly. Keep using the same color. And again, once I already have my color, maybe I can use it somewhere else too. Maybe some pink while I have my red. I can mix it with some white. So I'm almost done. A few more things left and that's it. But as you see, I played around with the contrast of the colors. I played around a lot with complementary colors. If you notice, for example, I played a lot with the complementary colors here, yellow and purple, and then green and red, and colors that are secondary and they are in more harmony with each other. Now I'm going to add some golden color. And some parts I'm just gonna leave it uncolored and blank because I like the contrast, so I keep it just like that. Okay. The beauty of the acrylic paint is that once it's dry, and if you go over it, it's not going to smudge around, which is great. Now what I'm going to do, just the finishing touches, I have some shimmering watercolors that I love using, so I'm going to use this. Alright, so I'm done. I'm just going over some of the lines. There are 3 parts to color, 3 characteristics of color. It's hue, which is the name of the color, like yellow, blue, red. Then there is value, which is how dark or light a color is, and intensity, which is how saturated a color can be or not. So as you see, for example, I played a lot with the intensity of yellow around here. I do have the pure yellow, but at the same time I have added lots of white to it and played around with just yellow. You can try doing that as well. Okay, so I finished it. It took me about 2 days. I was going for some pastel, kind of dull background, but very vibrant colors on the shapes actually. Pastel colors are kind of referred to colors that have white mixed in them. It's a term that artists and designers use. You won't find it on the color wheel, but generally that's what it means. I wanted something to be more kind of energized. I hope that I achieved that. I like it, how it turned out. And with the golden shades and the shimmers, it's pretty cool. Try to be patient with yourself while you're working on this. Take your time. Make sure that you take rest in between. And overall, I think these days you need to be more patient with everyone anyway. Let me know how it turns out for you if you try it. Feel free to share your works with me. If you have any requests in terms of what you would like to learn, feel free to let me know. And other than that, thank you so very much for your attention.